What's up, YouTube? Back with another for your mother. So today is going to be a little story time, chit chat. I decided to come and talk to you guys about my labor and delivery. I just keep seeing all of these stories about it and it's interesting. So I said I might as well share mine as well. I'm trying something different, a more natural style with my hair. I don't know, whatever, hair's hair. Hair today, gone tomorrow. But anyway, let me just jump right into it. Obviously, this happened many moons ago, being as though I have a teenager. But I would say that as easy as my labor and delivery was, I would have a house full of kids if I like kids like that. I don't like kids like that. So, again, I talk about that all the time. I need peace. I need quiet. I need zen. I need structure. I don't want to, mommy. No, that would never, ever work for me. I mean, kudos to those people that it does work for, but for me, it's a no. So anyway, as far as my pregnancy goes, I carried my son full term. I'm so childish and so stuck on this astrology that I wanted to either have my son early so that way he can be an Aquarius. I told you guys before I'm raising him Aquarius. Or hold him in and have him later so he can be an Aries. It didn't happen. He came exactly when he was supposed to come, on time, and he is a Pisces. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, my pregnancy, it was, I didn't have any morning sickness. I didn't, I wasn't lightheaded. I keep seeing a lot of females talking about how they black out and they're passing out and they can't hold anything down. And I'm just like, ooh, thank God. Like, I had none of the above. I'm trying to think when I actually found out. Like, it was so weird. Like, my friend, I was actually out with a friend. We were out, and she was like, "You're glowing." I'm like, "Glowing? Girl, goodbye." Whatever. So anyway, I found out. I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. Like, I took, little home pregnancy test. I didn't believe it. I made an appointment to go to the hospital. Once I went to the hospital and actually got a test at the hospital, that's when it set in for me and start going to the appointments and things like that. It still wasn't necessarily real until I actually start feeling the flutters. That's when I was like, oh my God, there is really something growing inside of me. Like, this is crazy. I would have never thought, because for me, I always wanted to be married at 25, no kids, me and my husband jet setting the world. I don't know what positions we would, what stations we would be in life to have the unlimited funds to travel, but that was always my thing. Married, 25, traveling, no kids. So I'm like, kids, that's, but when you're being irresponsible, children, listen, do not be irresponsible. Things happen. It is what it is. I wouldn't, I can't imagine my life without my son. But, so I was cool. I start showing midpoint, I guess. I don't know. I'm small frame, so whatever. I didn't start to dislike my pregnancy until I got so far along to the point that I couldn't do things for myself, and that's because I'm so independent. I do not like depending on people. So when it was to the point that my belly's so big that I can't tie my own shoe, or I have trouble putting on this or putting on that, I'm not sleeping comfortably, and that's when I was like, okay, it's time for you to vacate the premises. Like, I am not the girl that enjoys pregnancy. Like, it wasn't a miserable pregnancy. Like I said, I was active. I was able to do everything I wanted to do, pretty much eat everything I wanted to eat. I had a serious craving for spicy food, but that was about the limit that it went to. Like, I hear crazy cravings. Like, my one girlfriend ate chalk, another girlfriend ate dirt, like crazy. It was nothing crazy like that. I just had a serious craving for spicy foods. And clearly my son did not like spicy foods, because every time I ate the spicy foods, I would have serious heartburn. know, in the black community, they say if you have heartburn, your child's gonna have a head full of hair. I mean, he did have a head full of hair, so maybe that little old wise tale or myth is true. But I just know I had serious heartburn whenever I would eat spicy food. But that didn't stop me from eating it because I love spicy food. I love hot food. So, you know, a bunch of pastas, Jamaican food, stuff like that. I could not get enough of it. I talked about being active. I was extremely active. That is probably the key, one of the key components to my easy, smooth labor and delivery was because I'm active. So all you pregnant ladies that think it's okay to just lay around and sit around and eat birthday cakes and no, sis, you need to stay active. The more active you are, the easier your labor and delivery is going to be, because you know they say your first pregnancy is your hardest. You're going to be, you know, in labor for hours and days, and if you're active, I feel like you'll be cool. Another thing, we definitely went to parenting classes, Lamaze classes, all of that, because I was dead set on not getting an epidural. Now, initially, my reasons for not getting it is because I'm terrified of needles, and I hear horror stories about people's backs all messed up. You know, they can't walk correctly, this, that, and the third. So that was my reason going into it. Like, I don't want that. I'm scared of needles. I don't want that. But then after going to the Lamaze class and a parenting class, I realized that I don't want an epidural because I don't want my baby to be drawn. Because basically, you're getting drugs injected into you, and your child gets that, you know, everything that you put in your system or you put in your body, your child is getting that in, you know, in their bloodstream and things like that. So I was like, oh no, no drugs, natural. My birth was 100% all natural birth, no epidural, no medicine, no nothing. I will say the Lamaze class definitely helped. That breathing is serious. I thought it was a joke. My son's dad definitely, you know, I drugged him to every single class. I didn't think he was really taking it serious or paying any attention, and I used to be so irritated with him in the class. But come to find out, homeboy was paying attention. I'll give him that. Because when, you know, we actually had my son, he definitely was counting with me and helping me breathe and all of that. So kudos to that. So anyway, like I said, I was extremely active. I'm a walker just in general. I don't care if I have 10 cars in the garage. I'm going to be active. I want to remain active. I thank God every day for blessing me with limbs and legs that move and that function and things like that. So I was always active. I was always walking, pregnant or not. You know, I had my son in February, so it was kind of cold during the later part of my pregnancy. I had a full piece snowsuit. I would be out there. Me and my baby would be walking. I'd be talking to my baby, you know, whatever. I worked literally up until the day that I gave birth. And actually, I was supposed to be at work that day. And I called them and said, I don't know, but I might not be coming in because today might be the day. And that's kind of how that went. As far as getting to the hospital and all of that, it was nothing dramatic. Like, if I can go back to my health and sex ed classes and curse some teachers out, because they used to show us the most horrific videos, the ladies screaming, ah, doing all that screaming and carrying on. That's really not how labor and delivery is. Like, I mean, maybe there are some people that's dramatic and do all of that, but if you're zen and you're peaceful, your labor and delivery is going to be peaceful. You just have to welcome those vibes and energy and speak that, and that's what it'll be. So, okay, so the day that I went in labor, I wasn't even going to go to the hospital because I hear so many stories from other people like, oh yeah, I went to the hospital, they sent me home, and Braxton Hicks and all this and the third. And to my knowledge, Braxton Hicks are just like premature labor, but you're not actually in labor because you know you have to be dilated at a certain point. So I was like, I don't want to go. But I was having contractions. But how I was dealing with the contractions, I would just get real quiet, close my eyes, count, breathe, and then it would go away. So I was like, oh, I'm good. You know, I'm not going. So my son's dad's like kind of freaking out. Was like, no, you keep, because we'd be mid-conversation, I'd be like, okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, what was it? He's like, no. we're going. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to go because this is not it. Because in my mind, like I said, you see all these crazy movies. I'm thinking my water's going to break. It's going to be so dramatic. So I'm going to know when it's time to go. My water didn't even break before I got to the hospital. They had to break my water as I'm, you know, in the delivery room pushing and all of that. So I'm just like, I do not want to go. It was like, no, we're going. Those are contractions. I was just like, okay, whatever. So he called the hospital, and they're like, well, how far apart are their contractions? And this, that, there, are you sure they're real contractions? And this, you know, asked all the typical questions that they ask. And he's like, okay, she's having one right now. And, you know, he's counting. I'm not counting that. I'm just like, I'm in the background like, I don't want to come in there. So I called my mom. I was like, Mom, this is how calm my voice is. Mom, I think it might be time, but I'm not really sure. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't call me. Call the hospital. My mom is so dramatic. Now, at the time, my mom was not in Pittsburgh per se. Like, she wasn't in the city. She was in PA, but she wasn't in the city. I want to say she was in like Washington, PA, somewhere that's far out. Not far out, but I don't know. She wasn't in the city. So I called the ambulance. I'm just like, okay. So, call the ambulance. The ambulance comes, takes us, you know, they're counting and talking, and I'm talking and counting. They're like, oh, you seem really fine. I was like, I am fine. I don't even know where I'm going, but everyone keeps telling me to go, so I'm going to go. Baby, when I tell you, by the time I got to the hospital, my mom was right behind. I don't know if she grew wings, her vehicle lifted up, hovered there. I don't know, but this lady must have been flying, okay? Because she was not in Pittsburgh. She was at least like 45 minutes to an hour out or whatever. So we get there, like, okay, we're gonna check you. I was like, okay. They just yell, oh, get the room ready, get the room. She's ready. What are you doing? Why are you just now coming in here? I was like, oh, it's time. Oh, I mean, I feel fine. I didn't know it's time. Okay, that's like, you could have that baby at home. I was like, oh, that wouldn't have been good. Neither one of us, you know, have a PhD. That definitely wouldn't have been good. So I'm laughing. I think it's hilarious. So, okay, we get to the room, you know, propped up. Like I said, my mom's flying down the hallway. I don't call anyone besides my mom because, like, you know, this is an intimate moment. I don't want nobody there. My son's dad calls everybody in his phone, everybody in my phone. I was so annoyed because it's an intimate moment. I don't want to share this moment with anybody else. But anyway, so the contractions would come. Okay. And then beside the Reller, my best friend's like, are you sure? Do you need some? I'm like, no, I'm good. The doctors kept coming over. Are you good? I was like, are they going to get worse than this? He was like, no, I said, I'm good then. He was like, okay, we'll come back and check. Come back again. Are you good? You sure? I said, listen, I do not want any medicine. I do not want any epidural. Please stop coming over here bothering me. Now y'all getting on my nerves. But somebody told me that they pushed the issue because that's money, insurance. You know, you're paying for that. No, not today. I know you're used to little brown girls, you know, coming in here all dramatic, screaming, and I take that back. I retract that, because that's not all brown girls. I'm so sorry. Let me not say that. But anyway, it wasn't me. So, it was ready, you know, time to push. Like I said, everything is just so calm. My water didn't break. That scared me. I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, like, I didn't know what was going on, because it was just like a big gush. But other than that, my mom can never be in any delivery room ever again if I have any more kids, because she showed her ass. She was crying, throwing up, acting hysterical. And she's like, my baby is having a great Ma'am. Ma'am. I said, could y'all get her a bed? Because she's about to pass out. Like, she was going crazy. It's funny now, but I was annoyed then, because, you know, they asked, you know, dad hold the mom's leg. Mom, since you're here, hold the leg so I can push. This lady is inconsolable. She's sobbing. She's throwing up. She can't even hold my leg. Get her out of here. She needs to go. She needed to breathe in a brown paper bag. Like, it was crazy. So, you know, I'm pushing, breathing, pushing, breathing. 3 hours. He's here. The hardest part was the shoulders, because I can say it does get tiring if you're pushing for so long. I don't know how people be in labor for 24 hours and 48 and 70. No. I don't know if I would have. Well, I mean, obviously I would have had no choice but to do it, but it wouldn't even have been the pain that's the problem, because like I said, contractions to me are just like menstrual cramps amplified, but it's nothing as serious to need any type of medicine, in my opinion. But the pushing, that is annoying. You just be like, can y'all just pull him out? Just grab his head. His head's right there. Like, they're like, you're right there. Just push. I said, can y'all just grab him? I don't understand. There's hair. His head is out. Grab him. They're like, no, you can do it. Don't give in. And then the messed up part, as you're pushing, any little, not wrong move, but you can like, it's like a suction, you know? So you can like suction them back in, then it feels like you're starting to... So, boop, 3 hours, he's out. He ripped me. And my baby wasn't even that big. He was only 6 pounds, 7 ounces. I thought my baby was big. I thought my baby was normal. And then I hear all these 10 pounds and 9s and 8. I was like, oh, I mean, my baby was really small. I didn't realize that. But he ripped me. Now that, I still remember how that felt, because they have to sew your lady parts back together. And again, guys, I don't have any anesthesia. I don't have any epidural. I don't have, so I'm feeling them. Okay, are you guys, how many do I need? I don't care. You don't have to stitch it. Like, just let it hang. I don't know what it does. Just let it go. I end up getting about 4 stitches, 4 to 6. I don't remember. I'm gonna say 4. Thank God they were dissolving stitches. I didn't have to come back and get them taken out or whatever. But yeah, I'm sorry my story is not more dramatic. It was just, you know, theatrical because I'm theatrical, but it was literally in and out. Like, they were mad that I actually took as long as I did to get there, because it was time to go once I got there. But I attributed that to being active. I stayed active. I went to work every day, you know, that I was on the schedule. I walked around, like, I was active. I didn't really have sex too much, because I guess I was having sex too much because, you know, my OBGYN was like, no, y'all gotta cut that, because, you know, just in general, men's sperm is thinning, what is it, the uterus? Please don't get me the line, because I do not have a PhD. My degree is in criminology, but yeah, just so the sex thing wasn't really a thing after a while. I'm lying, I was still trying a little bit, but staying active and having sex, you should have an easy delivery. You should have an easy labor and delivery. It should be nothing, no pain. It should, like I said, the hardest part was when I had to get stitches. And it is a little bit of discomfort when they have to get the placenta out, and they, you know, make sure you contract, and they push on your stomach, and they leave, and they keep coming back, pushing on your stomach, and that's annoying. That's uncomfortable, but none of it is unbearable. It's all uncomfortable. Totally big difference. But then I have to look at it like my tolerance for pain is extremely high, obviously, I guess. I don't know. My tolerance for pain is really, really high, but contractions were nothing. And like I said, even if the contractions would have been hell, after going to the Lamaze classes and all of that, I had already told my mind that I don't care how bad it gets, I'm giving my baby a fighting chance. I'm not getting an epidural. I do not want my baby drunk, high, or whatever the side effects are for getting an epidural. And then I don't want my back all balled up. Like, I don't want to deal with that. So I went in there like a soldier and got the job done. Just like that. But this is where I am going to love you and leave you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, I guess, pregnancy, labor, delivery, my journey. I don't know. Was it a journey? I guess it was a journey. But everything was really smooth sailing. Like I said, as easy as my labor and delivery was, if I liked kids like that, I would probably have a house full because it was just that easy. I'm just like, oh, this is what it is? That I could do this 1,000 times. But I don't like kids like that, guys. I don't. I really don't. I love my baby, but I do not like kids like that. But anyway, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you guys. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, a thumbs down, comment, share with your friends, your family, those you know, those you don't know. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe. Until next time, bye. But thank you again so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, you comment, most definitely subscribe, and share. Until next time.